There we go. Okay. Um, should be should be good. I don't know if you guys could see my face, but we're just gonna be rolling with it today. So, we're just going to do it like this. How's it going, Plymouth? Oh, there is. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. Let me try something. Hold on. Try just changing it. Is this better? It's probably not going to be the greatest of audio quality then, but you won't get any background noise. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Actually, since, does that sound better? Let me know. Yeah, just let me know if this sounds better. Hopefully it does. I just changed the mic settings and stuff. I need to figure out how to do that. Probably set up a Bluetooth mic. That'd actually be a lot easier because I do have Bluetooth earbuds. Really low. Oh, you know why? I know why. Hold up. We're gonna do this. Is this better? Okay. Is this better? Let me know. And also just feel free to ask me questions or SMMA comments. I know I got a couple questions from my chat. So I'm probably going to be on for just 45 minutes today, answering questions depending on how many people join, how many questions I get. The last one actually went pretty well after a little bit. Yes, sir. How's it going, Kendrick? We're going to be using our tried and true Microsoft Paint so I can illustrate to you guys these questions. If you haven't already, be sure to also just join my group. It's better, slight static noise, but I don't mind. Yeah, I have a really old computer. I'm probably gonna get a new one sometime soon because it's just probably you're hearing my fan. Or next time I'll switch it up to do a Bluetooth so that it's it's so that you guys shouldn't hear the static noise. And if I decrease it a little bit, hopefully the static doesn't appear as much. Yeah, it's just an old computer. Sorry. Yeah, I need to as I get better with live streaming, it's not gonna be they're gonna be more quality streams as I promise. I just want to get practice doing it and also helping you guys out. So yeah, what questions do you guys have for me this time? Um, I know I got a couple in the chat, not in the chat, in my group. That one was about onboarding, and one was about cold calling, I think. So if you guys just want me to talk about that, I can just start off with that until you guys come up with some more questions. If not, then we can. And also, please like the stream as well. It supports the channel, encourages me to do more of these as well. So if you can leave a like on the stream, really, really appreciate it. A like goes such a far way on YouTube. You have no idea. Do I hate the most? It's a great question. I never heard that. Well, I guess. Oops. Let me put the chat back up here. I guess when I say hate, hate's a strong word, but I don't really hate any outreach method. It's just there are some that I like doing more than others. So I guess I can rank them. So I guess, honestly, I guess it would be cold video messaging. Simply just because it takes so much. Like, I think it's one of the most effective ways to outreach, but it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort just to send it to one business. And the thing is, I realize is if the business has no need for your service, you can give them like a cinematography like movie that's better than the Avengers. They're not gonna take your service because they simply just don't need it. So overall, video outreach just takes up a lot of time, and I think that's, if you're just starting out, that's not really a strategy you should do unless you have like a really targeted list that that they need they need they need services. So for example, I think video outreach is good if you're like doing it on Upwork, or like someone's posting on a job that, hey, I need marketing services. Oh my god. Oh, Plymouth. I actually just made a video about this. So like I'm in the works of editing it now, but it's like gonna talk about more in detail, pricing strategy. So it's good that you want to do two different packages, because what I like, because there's a sales technique. It's like if you imagine going to the movie theater, you're gonna go and you're looking at popcorn, right? So if you see one, it's like, do I buy it or not? So that's the same thing of having like one package. Do you buy that package or not? If you have two, it's like, which one do I buy? Then it's like, okay, now it's on the choice of, okay, I'm buying something. And then three of them, it's like, which one of them should I buy? So I also have like two separate packages myself, but it depends on, like I talked about in my video, where you're at with your SMMA. So the thing is, everyone does the digital marketing management fee, plus everyone just does the digital marketing management fee. So depending on the industry and the niche, if you want to stand out, you could switch it up. So 15% commission. The thing is, commission is kind of tricky, simply just because you would have to get into their CRMs. You'd have to make sure that they're actually paying you, because they could, unless you're like right there, they could easily hide the fact that they got a sale or not, because you can keep track of the amount of leads you get them, but not really if they made that sale, unless they tell you, of course. So most business owners wouldn't lie about that. They would be honest, because they know if they're honest about it with you, that you would keep giving them more business. But I think whichever one you're most comfortable with is the one you should go with. So like, if you're in a sales conversation with people, and if you're in a sales conversation and you're like very nervous about saying, "Oh, I charge $1,300 per month," then they're not gonna pay you, because if you don't feel confident in the price that you're charging, why should they feel? Why should they even pay you that price? You know what I'm saying? So you just be whatever pricing model you choose, just make sure you're confident with it. But if you want to appeal to more people, the 700 flat plus 15% commission would possibly be the best, simply just because it gives them a benefit. It shows that you're going to be doing more work for them, or it shows that you're going to be trying your hardest for them, because you know that if you want that commission, the more leads you get them, the more commission you get. The $1,300, that puts all the risk on the business owner, and then with that, you can get them 5 leads, you can get them 50 leads, you can get them 0 leads. They still pay you $1,300 per month, so it's kind of hard to find. It's kind of hard to justify that. With the $700 flat with 50%, I mean, yeah, they may lose $700, but at least they know that you're going to be trying to at least get them that commission. So honestly, I would go with the $700 with 15% commission. If I was in your shoes, and a better thing you could, if like let's say this is your first client, I'm not sure how many clients you have, but if you want to do like a pay per lead type of structure, I feel that if you don't have any case studies or experience, that works the best. Simply just because that puts all the risk on you and not the business owner. And when it comes to making a sale, that's what you really need to do. So that's why, Amazon has like, hassle-free return policies, or there's so many like return policies that people have, because it puts all the pressure on the business to actually fulfill their goals. And that's what gets people to, trust that business and buy from that business. So that's why, Amazon has such great return policies, because if they didn't, people aren't going to buy from Amazon in the first place. So if you do a pay per lead, that's like saying you're not going to pay me until I get you the results that you want, or I show you that I'm actually doing my job. So it's honestly, like, I think that's the best one if you're just starting out, because if you just say, $1,300 per month, you don't have any case studies, don't have any testimonials, it's kind of hard to justify it. But it's easier to justify saying, hey, look, if I don't get you these results, you don't pay me. And a lot of business owners would be more into that idea if you're just starting out. So yeah, pay. We're gonna use that boy Microsoft Paint per lead, or you can even do a pay per appointment, and then you can charge more per appointment, and then just have like a call center. It's actually very easy to set up, and the call centers are actually pretty cheap as well. So yeah. So I hope that answers your question. Yeah, Kendrick, cold video. If you honestly, when you're just starting out, it's just a matter of just volume. So just do cold calling. If you're just starting out, if you have no experience, you've never even like ran a business, or you don't have any sales or business experience, I really highly recommend you start with cold calling, and let's take it like by small steps at a time as well. Simply just because if you cold call, it gets you into that business mindset, and then there's a lot of other reasons why too. Especially when I see people trying to promote themselves on social media. Personally, when I see people trying to promote themselves in social media chats, only because the way it's usually done is like, I guess you need to finish your question. Can y'all check out my son? Yo, this. View the video after that. Okay, hold on. I'm kind of. Oh, okay. Can y'all check out my SoundCloud and say something like, "Yo, this video makes a big point, everyone." So if you haven't seen it, the video. I'm kind of confused on your question. After that, you got to qualify customers that trust you. How do you build reliability? When I see people trying to promote themselves in social media chats, only because of the usual way they do it is like, so something like, okay, so you're saying that, yeah, that's another thing too, is that people, when they like reach out with chats, you need to give them value first. So, by sending them a video or sending them something that actually helps them, then that can be that is an effective way to um, reach out to people. But I guess honestly, if you just send a prospect a YouTube video, that's not gonna guarantee them your trust. You gain their trust by what is the best way to gain their trust? Just by simply just telling, by giving them a lot of information, by answering their questions. Sending them a video is not going to necessarily gain their trust, even though if you do have a video sales letter, that does work. That does help gain their trust a lot. It really does. And also having case studies and testimonials, that's going to gain their trust and make you seem more reliable as well. Just if you just send them information that helps them answer their questions, that should be helpful. What does your business plan look like? How's your day-to-day management looks like? Yeah, so it's actually very, very simple, because right now I'm in a bit of a slowdown with my rut. I'm in a bit of a rut with my agency, so I'm looking for ways to increase my volume. So, but overall the day-to-day is pretty simple. So, especially with, I'm running Google ads for a couple clients now. As long as the results keep churning out, I don't really look at them. But I mean, every week I look at my Google ads, at least 3 or 4 times a week, and I just check them, I optimize them, I make sure that everything's running smoothly. I change my bids if I need to and all that. So it's pretty much, I guess, in the beginning of the day, I do like I just check my email. I don't go on social media or anything. I just take time for myself and recuperate and get myself started for the day. I have a calendar of everything I plan for the day, so I do all that, and I just go onto my clients' accounts, make sure everything's running smoothly and stuff, and then when it comes to SMMA, I watch videos, like I watch an interview here and there about saying, strategies of how other people are getting clients, what are people doing. Overall, since I'm pretty much in like a slowdown, I don't have too many clients right now. It's not that busy when it comes to the SMMA side, especially once you start advertising, there's not really much you have to really do. And then, of course, if I need to call the client, I'll get in the call to the client. If I have meetings set, of course, I'm going to go to those meetings and set up meetings and stuff. But overall, I guess when I had an influx of a lot of meetings, it was a lot of just emailing back prospects, sending them calendar links and invites, making a good amount of proposals here and there. See, the thing is, my day-to-day, it's not like the same exact thing, especially when you're just starting out with your agency. You're not going to really have like a set day-to-day, because there are going to be some days where you have a lot of appointments you need to manage and a lot of appointments you need to do. Then there are going to be some days where you need to start setting up proposals and like making customized proposals and stuff like that. And then also with me, it's also YouTube as well. So a lot of my time is taking filming the videos, editing the videos like I have down here. I hope you guys like. I'm getting away from my laptop webcam, and I bought a small little tripod that is going to allow me to film videos right at my desk fast and easy. So hopefully I can provide some more good content for you guys. So it's overall, that's pretty much how my day-to-day is. in terms of a business plan, it's pretty much I um, I outsource the things I don't like doing, and I do the things I do like doing. So, for example, I like doing the Google ads, like setting up the Google ads and managing it. I enjoy doing that. I enjoy doing sales calls and closing calls. I just don't really enjoy doing outreach. When I first started, I did do it on my own, but I didn't. But now I've decided to start outsourcing it. I'm testing outsourcing it, making sure that it's okay. I'll update you guys whenever I concluded the test. But yeah, pretty much when it comes to a business plan, it's just um, doing the things I like to do, doing the things, and outsourcing the things I don't. And I just need to. I'm just trying to figure out, okay, and just devote the time to scaling. Excuse me, and just doing more volume, doing more outreach, because that's pretty. I'd say it in all my videos. If you need to reach out to as many business owners as possible in order to get clients, because if you reach out to like 2 a day, you're not going to see results pretty fast. So I hope that answers your question, Zujek. So pretty much overall, I know it's not like a structured thing I do every single day, but that's simply just because my agency, just like you guys, I'm in the trenches, like I always say, is small, so it changes. So when it comes to managing the ads, I don't really have a planned time to do that. I literally can just go on Google Ads and then see the different campaigns, how they're performing, adjust bids based off my knowledge and just based off numbers and stuff. So yeah, and then YouTube also. Then yeah, YouTube also takes a lot of my time, but that's different from the SMMA side. That's the YouTube side. So yeah, I don't know why I have Microsoft Paint up. I guess it was just to show a demonstration. But hopefully that answers your guys' questions. Let's see. Yeah, so feel free to ask some more in the chat. If not, we can, because I know a couple people in commented about group cold calling, or cold calling and onboarding. So we can talk about that if we need to. I'm actually done calling my group. And then so onboarding, and so I guess if Andrew, I guess if you come in here and view it a little bit later, onboarding, it depends on how you're. Let me just leave it on my group. There we go. It depends on. There we go. Depends on what you want to run them for. So Facebook ads, I think that's the most, because I do both Facebook ads and Google ads. I've onboarding clients on both. Facebook ads is a bit more complicated in terms of what information that you need. You mostly need you need them to do something. So overall, what I do is I have, I can even just show you my files. You can even, what I have is, let's see, SMMA, where is it? How to for clients. Yeah, so I have SOPs that I send to the client. So I say, hey, do this, and we can, get started working together. So pretty much what you want to do is you want to one of these take like 30 minutes, pretend that you're onboarding a client, and overall you need just access to their ad account if you have one already, if you've agreed to run it through them, and you need them to make you an admin of your page. So you do that by just telling them just to go onto their Facebook page and then make you admin. Um, you just want to have the highest level of control, just because it could. If you do, you can do everything, and then you can make optimizations to their page. If you're just as an advertiser, there may be some things that you're not able to do because of it. So, um, I remember I made a video about specifically Facebook ads. With Google ads, it's a lot easier. All you really need is the credit card information if they're going to pay for the ad spend. Um, but yeah, it's not really that hard with Google ads. That's why I kind of also transitioned from Facebook ads to Google ads, simply just because it's Facebook. I feel like Google ads they're a lot more my style. Facebook ads, you kind of have to be creative, and that's not really me. I can be on the landing page, but yeah, Facebook ads is not really my thing. I can run Facebook ads, and I've done them well. I've gotten people customers from it, but Google ads is more of my forte. Yeah, so thanks. Isn't a commission structure more appealing than pay-per-lead route? I think we prefer to pay for. Yeah, but the thing is, the only problem is you have no idea if the business is going to be able to make a sale. So, for example, if the business has a terrible closing rate, you're not going to get paid. So, while yes, commission is more appealing with the with the pay per lead, you're getting paid for your work. So the point of a marketing service is just to connect the business owner with the customer. It is not to make the sale. Your job is not to make the sale because you're not a closer for them. You are just a person to connect them. Business owners are gonna want the moon when it comes to marketing services, but you can't do that for them. You can't make the sale because what I say is that if I make the sale, then I might as well just have my own business doing this stuff. You're not a salesman, you're a marketer. Because think of it this way: most salesmen, I mean, yeah, they do their own prospecting and stuff, but also the commission you would need to get is a lot higher. So, and also you're also fronting money. So with salespeople, the prospecting, all that is done on the company's dime. That's going to be done on your dime as well. And then if they're hard, and the salesmen also control their closing as well, right? You're not supposed to be the salesperson for the business owner. The business owner is, and you don't want to not get paid, even though you're bringing them such great leads. Your job as a marketing company is just to give them the leads. So that's why doing the pay-per-lead thing is the best. And also, they can easily hide it. You're not in the business himself. They can easily hide it from you and just end up not paying you if they become cheap. Or, it's just a very hard thing to keep up with. You're going to have to constantly be keeping up with them and stuff. With the pay-per-lead, you know how many leads you're getting from them because the advertising software you're using keeps track of that. So, it is more appealing to them, but you have to think of yourself as well. So you kind of have to find a middle ground and stuff. And then, because you don't want to not get paid for doing your work. So what is your experience with cold DMs, especially IG? And I woke up at 5 a.m. today and got finished with homework because I'm covering games. Right. Do you have any tips for managing your day? What are your goals? I understand. So should I go for that? Yeah. I would just do that, especially if you have no clients or you're just starting out. Just go with that because that's just the better way to do it overall. Yeah, just go with that. I guess what's your experience with cold DMs? You need to send a lot of them. I haven't cold DM on Instagram yet. That is one thing I'm looking into doing, but you have to send a lot of cold DMs. So you can't expect to send, 100 and get, 15 appointments from it. You'll get some, but you need to make sure that your messaging is on point and that you send a good amount of them. So one thing with cold DMs is you always want to make sure that you're giving them what they want. So for example, if I'm a realtor, I want buyer and sell. I want people who want to buy or sell their home. So a lot of people approach it like, hey, I can run Facebook ads for you. And if I have no idea what Facebook ads are, I'm not gonna want Facebook ads. But if you say to me, hey, I'm a realtor, I'm a real estate agent, and you say, hey, I can get you more buyers, I can find you more people who want to sell their homes, that's more appealing to me. So make sure it's something that they actually want. I talk about a lot in my videos. You need to craft your perfect message. You need to make sure it's something that they want overall, and that you're offering to give it to them. It's just you need to spend a lot of time messaging, and you want to make it a little bit personalized. You don't want to just spam all these messages. Just at least include their name overall, but don't spend hours researching, the day the business was founded, their special achievements and all that. Just know their name. If you on the fly you see something that's interesting you can say, then you can say that. But just using their name just shows enough personalization, to be honest. But cold DMs, you have to send a good amount of them in order for them to actually start getting appointments and stuff. I'll go fighting today and get finished with my homework so I can work on some copyright and get started on the project with the client. Yeah, so the biggest thing with managing your day is to plan it. So I realized that if I don't have something planned for the day, I'm going to go straight onto YouTube and not do anything for the most part. So pretty much what I do is every Sunday night before I go to bed, I plan out my entire week. What I like to do is I do like a brain dump. So I do a brain dump. So I can just do it by text. So I do a brain dump, and then doing that, I list everything that's on my mind, that's a priority for me, or even if it's like small little things like take out the trash, I'll like put it on a list and I'll type out everything, and then I have things that I do consistently every single day, like exercising, meditate, eating breakfast. I do those at the same time every single day. So those are always on my calendar. And then pretty much I schedule most important things first. So for example, if I have like an appointment that I know that's coming up, I'm gonna be scheduling that first. Or if I really need to work on a project, I'm gonna schedule times for that. And then once I schedule those in, that's when I'm gonna schedule in everything else. So that's pretty much how I manage my day. I plan out most of the things that I do, and of course, if I have gaps, I'm gonna be able to relax and stuff. But at least I know if I have a calendar, I know what I'm gonna be able to do. So at least start by having a list of things that you want, like your goals for the week. So for example, my goals are to optimize my website. I want to figure out some more outreach methods, and I also want to start paying more attention to my Upwork profile, because I got one job on Upwork and I just stopped for some reason. So that would be on my list of things to do, and I would organize how long it would take for me to do them and just put them on a calendar. So pretty much brain dump everything on a sheet of paper or like on a Word document. Then schedule it in your week, and then do it once a week, and then review the things you did, the things you didn't do, and how did you do, and then know that for next time, so you can either schedule more stuff or hold back on the scheduling as well. So I hope that answers your question, Kendrick. Yeah. Does Facebook DMs still work? Yes, they do. They still work overall. If you have the right message and you giving them what they want, they 100% work. Because what most people do is they say, "Hey, I want to run Facebook ads for you." That's not the right message. You want to say, "Hey, I want to connect you with more home buyers and home sellers. When can we get on the phone to talk about this?" Because it's all about them. It's like really nothing about you. It's all about how you can help them. So Facebook DMs still work. You just have to make sure you have the right message. From planning to Google Ads to a landing page, it's possible to use data collected to more traffic to use it for Facebook ads. Yes, very much so. So the thing is, you need at least 100 people in your Facebook pixel in order to run retargeting ads to that custom audience. So it's not something that you can do immediately per se, but I mean you can definitely get that started. It is a really good supplement because 20% of people are going to leave and not fill out the form or make the call or whatever. So if your client has the extra ad spend, not even that much, like you could probably spend like $200 for the month, maybe even a lot less depending on how much traffic you get. But I would wait until the pixel has some data and then retarget them. So yes, it is a very useful supplement overall, because the people who you're targeting want the product or service, but maybe dog died or something happened that they couldn't fill out the form or make the call. But most people overall with Google, that's what I like about Google Ads too, is that once they click, they're just gonna end up calling you, simply just because I'm just thinking it from my perspective. If I need to find a dentist, I remember when I needed to find a dentist for myself in this new town and I'm in, the first thing I did is I went on Google and I looked for a dentist, and then whatever number there was, I called them, immediately. They didn't have to retarget me then to do anything. So pretty much with Google Ads, you just have to answer what are their key questions that they're probably asking, and then once you answer them, they're gonna instantly make the call. So it's not like a priority that you need to run Facebook ads, but it makes it a lot easier. I mean, it does help a lot, and you can expect a little more conversions. But again, you have to run the Facebook ad, get their page, and it's a lot of other stuff you're gonna need to collect as well. So yeah, I can take a couple more questions because I wanna be done in like 5 or 10 minutes. So, but yeah, just feel free to ask me some more questions. And yeah, thank you guys for joining my live stream and leaving a like when you came by. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, you can please leave a like. We already got 4 right now, and I really appreciate it. Really do. It warms my heart knowing that I'm helping you guys out. I'm helping other people with their SMMA questions and stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed my Microsoft Paint. I haven't been using it as much as I wanted to, but if there's an interesting concept that I can explain with Microsoft Paint, you better believe I'm going to be using Microsoft Paint to describe it. And again, thank you for putting up with the audio. I really appreciate it. I'm going to try to do like a Bluetooth thing next time, so that it shouldn't be an issue. Because I do have Bluetooth headbuds, not Apple AirPods, because I'm not an Apple geek. So yeah, I'll wait a couple more minutes, but if there's not any more questions, I might end it. Because yeah, I'm only gonna do this for like 45 minutes. I want to do these at least once a week or once every 2 weeks, for the most part. And also, it motivate me to wake me up on Sundays as well. But yeah, I think, and honestly, Kendrick, just to go back to your question, I I was never a planner. I was always kind of like a fly by the whim type of guy, especially during school. But doing this really helped me get organized, and I've only been doing this recently. I've tried a lot of different ways just to like plan my day, be productive, but I really like this method of brain dumping everything and then scheduling it throughout the week. It doesn't take too long. I like the three accounts. I like the three accounts. We appreciate you working hard. Yeah, thank you. Love these sessions. Yeah, thank you guys. Hopefully, I can provide more quality content. I got a new tripod, so you guys can get a sneak peek of what I'm doing, so you can see. Um, I have like a video. Like it's gonna be face now. It's not just gonna be just my crappy webcam. I mean, it will be sometimes if I'm like demonstrating something. Are there any other video topics you guys want to make a video about? So, I'll tell you guys what's in the works. So, pretty much the one for pricing should be out within the next couple of weeks, and I'm gonna make another one with the best SMA niches to go after for 2021. I still need to film it, but I have that planned. I filmed it using my laptop cam, but I want to film it using my tripod cam. So yeah, and yeah, so thank you guys for watching. That's the thing. It's like I would just be talking to myself if it wasn't you guys for watching my live stream. So yeah. If there are no more questions, I'm gonna end the stream. But overall, glad I could help you guys out. I'll probably be back either next Sunday or 2 weeks from Sunday. So yeah, best fee method to get clients for Facebook ad. There's so many. Cold calling. Honestly, if you want one, I'm only just gonna give you one, and that's the best one. Cold calling. Honestly, I have not. Every time I cold called, I was able to get a lot appointments faster, get meetings faster, and my first client who I ever got was through a cold call. So I know everyone hates it, no one likes it, but it's really good. Also because with the other I always feel like you want to get experience talking with business owners if you haven't already, because if the first time you're talking to a business owner is one where you can potentially make a sale, you don't want to make mistakes that could have been fixed if you were just cold calling in the first part. So if you just cold call, you make all those mistakes, but they're with people who who don't care, who don't even need your business anyway. But you get the experience talking with business owners. If you live in a different country, then you can go through cold EMs, cold DMs and stuff. That would be the next best thing you can do. I'm sure there are ways around it. I haven't personally done research about it. But even if you live in a different country, I would still get practice, either through Facebook group chats or just somewhere of talking with business owners. Because like I was saying before, you don't want the first time you're talking to a business owner to be when you can potentially make a sale. So that's either through joining groups. I'm sure I know there's a cold calling group that, if you want to like practice cold calling someone else, you can. If you want to practice doing like sales calls with someone, you can. Just make sure you get practice doing it, because you really don't want the first time to be in a place where you like, if you have a potential sale that you could make, you don't want that to be the first time. So you want to just get it out of the way, start cold calling. If you really can't, go with cold DMing, cold emailing, because that's the next best way, but it's all about volume. And another really good way is if you just do Upwork, go on job board sites and stuff, because those are the best type of people, because they're looking for people to run their Facebook ads for them or Google ads. And you can get your first client doing that. Roofing contractors, good niche or bad? What about competition? No matter what niche you choose, every niche is going to be saturated and going to be highly, highly competitive. It's roofing contractors is, I'm in the home improvement niche myself. It's a fine niche to start out with. The thing is, I can't give you that answer. You have to go out there, send the messages, do that, and then see what you get from it, and then decide whether or not you want to stay with this niche or move on. Every niche is competitive. all the popular niches that people like, they're going to be competitive. There's going to be other people going after them, but overall, you just gotta keep. There's nothing you can do. Um, there's no like complete blue ocean. There's always going to be someone else doing it, but that's actually good because that means that it's proven and that it's working. It's working there. You just need to find, one roofer, one or two, one to three roofers that'll say yes to you. So, the competition in any niche is pretty high. But honestly, the only niches I really wouldn't recommend is chiropractors and dentists because the competition for that niche is just out of this world. It's still possible if you really want to, but it's just that every Facebook ads course or as every Facebook ads program, they always use one of them as examples, and they give you like templates to run Facebook ads for dentists and stuff like that. So people are just going to be lazy, just going to use the templates and then just reach out to dentists. Um, but these are really competitive for the most part. But every niche is going to be super super competitive. So that's the thing. The thing is with SMMA, especially nowadays, it's such a low barrier to entry that there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be trying to pry for their attention. But you just gotta keep going at it. You just gotta keep pounding at it because eventually it will work. And then if you have the things set up right, you'll be fine. But yeah, so I'm hoping that answers your question. Tune in next week or post in the group if you have any more questions. So yeah, thank you guys for joining the stream.